They're just so beautiful, and how could I not spend my money on all of them? Hey girlies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Mary Ann and I create fashion and lifestyle content. And it's actually been a while since I've done a fashion video, so I'm so excited to film this video for you girlies today. If you want to learn all my tips and tricks on how to walk in high heels, you've come to the right place. So go ahead, click that subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. Can there be anything better in a girl's wardrobe than a high heel? I mean, let's be so honest, it's just the best thing in the world. You may be wondering, what are my qualifications to make this video? A casual outfit for me has heels in it. I have people all the time come up to me and ask me, how do you wear heels all the time? Like, why are you always wearing heels? How do you do it? I was like, maybe I should just make a video on this topic. So here we are. I have written down all of my tips and tricks on how to wear high heels, how to get into wearing high heels more casually every day. First things first, you have to consider the fit. If you go into a store and you're trying on a pair of heels, if you're a beginner, I would say start small. There's no shame in wearing a kitten heel. I love a kitten heel, especially for everyday wear. Throw on a pair of jeans, throw on a kitten heel, it instantly elevates an outfit. It looks so good. If you're kind of beginning to wear heels more casually every day, I would highly recommend a kitten heel. But fit is the most important thing. If you go into a store and you're trying on a heel and it doesn't feel good, change something. You need to feel comfortable when you're first trying on the heel. Obviously, everybody knows that with heels, eventually you are going to have pain in your feet, but when you first put them on, they should not be painful. So make sure when you're in the store and you're trying a high heel on, if it already hurts, don't buy it. Look for something else. If you're just starting out, maybe consider a block heel. These are things to keep in mind. Also, if you have trouble walking in pumps or mules, which don't usually have straps, maybe consider wearing a heel that does have straps. For an example, I'm going to show you girlies one of my favorite pair of kitten heels, which if you have subscribed to my channel, you've seen these so many times. These are my little ballet heels. They have a tiny little block heel. I wear these all the time to work, and I actually had a kid ask me the other day. She was like, where are your high heels? Because I was wearing flats. And I was like, what do you mean? I've never worn high heels here. And I was like, oh, she means my little block heels. I can wear these all day long. They're perfect, really comfortable. So favorite, I love those kitten heels. And then my beloved Roger Vivier vintage designer heels. You guys, I found these at a consignment store not too long ago, and I will say I tried these on and they were so tight. The fit was not good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, but they're Roger Vivier. I could not pass them up, and they were $70. I did get them like certified that they are real Vivier. They're not knockoffs. They're not, you know, dupes or anything. These are real Roger Vivier high heels. I love the little kitten heel, they're so cute. These didn't initially fit very well. They were super, super tight. They did go on my foot, but they were really tight. So what we did is we got shoe stretchers and we put them in and we just let them sit in the shoe stretcher for quite a while. Once they got a little bit more stretched out, then I would start wearing them with really thick socks, almost like fuzzy socks, and I would walk around the house and do chores and just kind of like, I guess, help them mold to my foot a little bit better. And now I can wear them all the time. They're way more comfortable. These, I will still say, I could not wear these all day, but I could definitely wear them to like an event where I'm only going out for a few hours. But they're just so pretty. So I definitely recommend making sure that your fit is good. I am a seasoned high heel girly, so I was like, I know that I can make these feel more comfortable, but if you're just starting out, really make sure that the fit is good. Maybe consider a wider block instead of a stiletto, something that's a little bit more comfortable, and then work your way up to a stiletto. My second tip is practice makes perfect. I feel like this is probably the most obvious tip, but it's the one that I hear the most actually. The more you practice, the better you're gonna get. So strut around your hallways. I have also heard a good tip is to get a new pair of high heels and go to the grocery store and do your shopping, because you have the trolley, you're holding onto the cart, so you're not gonna fall over. You have plenty of space to walk around. Yeah, so I would recommend practicing as often as you can. That's a really good way to just help build up your tolerance, help build up your muscles and your ankles and your feet to actually then allow you to wear bigger and taller heels. I will say, if you're starting out and you want to get a bigger heel but you don't want to go full stiletto yet, heeled boots are probably the most effective way to learn as a beginner, because your whole ankle, your whole leg is encased in the boot, so you have really good support. and you can wear thick socks because you're wearing boots. So it's perfect. It's super helpful. Definitely recommend wearing heeled boots, like a chunky heel, not a stiletto at first, and then again, build your way up. This is the most important thing besides fit, is to know your venue. My sister texted me the other day and she was like freaking out. She's having a fashion emergency because she had chosen the wrong heel for the wrong venue, okay? This is so important, you guys. If you're going to wear heels and you don't know anything about the event you're going to, first of all, why don't you? Wherever you're going to, whatever event you're going to, make sure that you know the vibes. Is it indoors? Is it outdoors? If it is indoors, have you been to that place before? Do you know what it looks like? Do you know what the flooring is like? Is it gonna be concrete? Is it gonna be tile? Is it gonna be big, huge shag carpet? Because that matters and it makes a difference. If it's outside, is it gonna be on asphalt? Is it on gravel? Is it on cobblestones? Is it on grass? These are things that you need to know, okay? For example, I would never wear a stiletto to an outdoor event that's gonna be hours long that has grass, because you're just gonna be sinking in the grass. And there are ways to avoid that, but that is in like an emergency scenario, not in hours long events. For an event that's outdoors, that's a couple hours long, that has grass, I would highly recommend a block heel. You don't want to have huge heels. I mean, if you can do it, go for it, but if you're just a beginner, I would highly recommend having a block heel. Maybe a wedge is super cute, gives you a lot of support, but something that just has more width in the block so that you can kind of balance better. If you're gonna be standing at this event for a really long time, maybe you're going to a concert and you're gonna be standing for 3+ hours, again, maybe don't wear a stiletto. Maybe wear a tiny heel, a block heel, a heeled boot, even better, okay? So that's really important, is to know your venue, know what it looks like on the inside or the outside, know how long it's going to be, know what you're gonna do. Last night I went out to a friend's birthday party, but we were sitting for most of the time. So I wore a stiletto, it was great. My feet barely hurt at the end of the night, and we were there for maybe like my husband and I did stuff afterwards. So I think I was wearing the shoe for around almost 3 hours, and I felt great all night long. So again, most of it I was sitting. So beware of your venue. I think that's such an important thing that sometimes people just forget to think about. Pick the correct shoe accordingly for your correct venue. Also, a good tip to know is you might be going onto tile floor or wooden floor or something like that, and you may not know that your high heels are slippery. This has happened to me a few times where I've gotten someplace and my high heels are too slippery. So a good way to fix a slippery high heel, let me just demonstrate on this high heel. The bottoms are not very cute, but they used to be really slippery. So a good way to make them not slippery is to get a nail file and just file the ball of the foot of the heel. Or you can also, this one's a little bit more extreme, but you could get a knife and kind of score the sole of the shoe. I would just be very careful in case you have really thin soles to just make sure you don't actually, go through the shoe. But I would say a nail file is the best case. I've also seen girls use hot glue guns and kind of draw lines so that it grips. I always carry little baby nail filers in my handbag. So if you're ever in a fashion emergency and you have a slippery heel, pull out your nail file and file the soles of your heels, and then you'll be good to go. Okay, so the actual portion of this video of how to walk in high heels. The best way to walk in a high heel is heel, toe, okay? You always want to put your leg out straight, land on your heel, and then roll to the ball of your toe, evenly distributing your weight on the balls of your toes and your heel. Here's kind of how to walk to achieve the heel toe and the correct method of how to walk in high heels. You also want to make sure that you have good posture. If you are looking down at your feet, it's going to look really bad. It's just not helpful at all. So you want to look straight, you want to look where you're going, you want to make sure that your shoulders are back. High heels should give you confidence, no matter what type of heel you're wearing. If it's a smaller heel, a taller heel, a thicker heel, a wedge heel, wearing heels should give you confidence. So you need to look the part. Good posture, shoulders back, eyes forward, walk confidently. Walking on stairs, this one can be a little bit tricky, but it's super easy once you get the hang of it. When you're going upstairs, you always want to make sure you're walking on the balls of your feet. And when you're going downstairs, you always want to be sidestepping, kind of going down diagonally. If you are walking somewhere and you're wearing stilettos and there does happen to be a patch of grass or a grate or cobblestones, something like that, the most effective way to get through that type of terrain is to just walk on the balls of your feet. If you're walking over a grate, never put your weight on your heels, just walk on your tippy toes until you can get past it, and then you'll be good to go. Same thing with grass. All right, now that you have found your most beautiful, perfect heel and you know how to walk in it, now I have some hacks for you to manage the pain, because eventually our feet will get painful, especially if it's for a long time. If you're at an event and your feet start to hurt, that's probably your sign that it's time to go. If it's right at the beginning of the event and your feet are already starting to hurt, okay, we can fix that. I have some tips. If you are unsure, always bring Band-Aids or blister Band-Aids in your handbag. They're so small, but you need them, okay? You need to have Band-Aids and blister Band-Aids, especially if you're just starting out to wear heels. Keep them in your handbag. It's so easy. They don't take up any space. One of the hacks that I have for you guys is to tape your third and fourth toe together. That'll help you not to feel pain pretty much the whole night. I think there's like a nerve in there that helps you feel pain, and it kind of cuts it off when you do that. That's what I've heard. I don't know if that's true, but I do know that this hack really works. I do this quite often, especially if I'm wearing stilettos for a long time. It just helps you wear your cute heels the whole night without any pain. I have never tried this, but I've heard lidocaine spray or lotion can help, and you just spray it on your feet and it kind of numbs your feet. I am a little bit weary of doing things that kind of prevent pain or help you not feel pain, just because that can be a little bit dangerous. I think it's really important to know when to wear heels and when to not wear heels. I have heard horror stories of people telling me, yeah, my grandma wore heels every single day for her life, and now she has this thing with her foot and she can like barely walk, or she has to wear flats every day. Things like that. I've heard horror stories so many times of things like that happening to women who are wearing heels so often, so intensely, and then it just kind of deteriorates their feet. So I would really recommend, please, please, please be safe when you're wearing high heels. Maybe take breaks. You know, you don't have to wear heels every day. There are so many other cute shoes that you can wear besides sneakers, because who wants to wear sneakers? So many other cute shoes that you could be wearing besides high heels. Just please be safe. Make sure you're stretching out your feet when you take your heels off. Give your feet breaks, you know, things like that. Another tip I have for the pain is cushioning or padding in your shoes. That is so helpful. You guys, I have a pair of flats, not even heels. I have a pair of flats, and I thought maybe I just need to keep breaking them in. Maybe they're not broken in enough, and they kept giving me the worst blisters ever on the backs of my heels. So I bought a pack of like padding for the back of the shoes. Actually, I have some on the back of these little heels. It's kind of gross because these are old, but you can see that I put padding on the back of these little heels. Same thing for my flats. Total game changer. Now I can wear them all day long, where just my flats, I couldn't even wear my flats for like an hour without getting blisters. Now I can wear them all day long. If you need the pads to be in your toe box right here where it's like really irritating your feet, you can get little tiny pads that'll stick in on Amazon, or you can get ones that'll go on the heels. There's so many variations of things that you can do to insert into your high heels to make them more wearable and less painful, and I would highly suggest doing that. You guys, we're almost done. Like I said, a girly girl's worst nightmare is having to wear sneakers. Absolute worst case scenario. So here are some shoes that I love to wear that are not sneakers. Ballet flats, obviously, are probably my favorite one. They're so dainty, they're so girly, they're so cutesy. I love a good ballet flat. Loafers are super cute. I don't often wear loafers, but maybe I should. I just think they're so cute. They're really good for work too. And they just kind of elevate your look if you can't wear heels or if you don't want to wear heels. Loafers, so cute. I also love the flat slingbacks. Those are so cute. Or even like a slide or a sandal. I don't know why people have stopped wearing sandals. I hate flip-flops. I'm not a flip-flop girly. I even like the Love Shack fancy ones, the Havaianas. I don't like flip-flops. I have never liked flip-flops. I'm a slide girl. I prefer slides. I just think they're cuter. I don't know. That's just me though. But I think little slides or little sandals are so pretty. You can find really cute ones. And I don't know, I just think that's so much better than wearing an ugly sneaker. So yeah. I do want to share with you girlies some of my favorite heels. These are probably my favorite little block heels. I got these from Nordstrom Rack, but I think they're so cute. They just have this like sandal and then a little tiny block. I wear these all the time. They're so comfortable. The arch is not crazy. They have padding on them. They're really well padded, and I just think they're so cute, and they were probably less than 30 bucks. They're so walkable, and they're just so cutesy. You guys have seen these heels so many times. I cannot stop raving about these high heels. These are from Amazon. Amazon, oh my gosh, there is so much padding on these. I don't know if you guys can see like how thick that padding is. They do also have a version of this shoe that's way smaller, like way more of a kitten heel, which I think would be super cute. I love the pink, I love the bows. I love a pointed heel. I just think they're so cute and so classy. I will definitely link these because these are probably one of my favorite pairs of heels, and they're such a good height. Like they're not super tall, they're not super short. I love the height of these. They're so easy to wear, so easy to walk in. Highly recommend. These are my beloved white stiletto heels. I love these shoes. I think they're so cute. I actually don't remember where I got these from. I think I just got them from a boutique in the mall. I don't know, they're so cute. These were the heels I was wearing last night. I just love these heels. They're so cute. They're so classic. They're just really easy to wear and throw on with pretty much anything. And I just feel like $1,000,000 every time I wear stilettos, and I love them. Yeah, I love them. Look at this shoe, like absolutely gorgeous. I love this. The double bow is to die for. All of the diamante details in the straps and in the bow on the front, it's so cute. It is definitely very over the top, but I just think they're gorgeous. I love that. You guys, I love these heels. Oh my gosh. Okay, this shoe, I actually got these from Target. I want to say maybe last year. They have a little ankle strap right here. Look at that heel. That is a major heel, okay? However, because it also has a platform on the front, the arch is not very high, so these are so comfortable. They look really high, but they're actually not. It looks like the arch is really extreme, but this is actually the arch, not this part. I don't know if that makes sense, but my foot is gonna be right here, not right here. I don't know if that makes sense, but oh, I love these shoes, and they're just so serious, and I love them. I love wearing these in the fall and winter with little white frilly socks. I'm so excited for autumn, you guys. I love them. And the last pair of shoes that I wanted to show you guys, my favorite, again, from Amazon. You guys, Amazon has good shoes. Oh my gosh, I love these shoes. I will say I did have to size up in these, but they're brown. Oh my gosh, look at that heel. So cute. The arch is so relaxed. It's not dramatic or anything. I love kind of the square toe. This color is gorgeous. I love, I wear these to death in the fall and winter. They're so comfortable. I can wear these all day long. I will link these below for you girlies. I love a knee-high boot, especially with a mini skirt. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I'm just looking all around my floor, and there's high heels everywhere, and it's just making me so happy. I love my heels. I love to wear heels daily. I think honestly, like, my biggest piece of advice is just find a comfortable little kitten heel, a little block kitten heel, wear that, and then just work your way up. Just take your time, train your feet. I will say I did do ballet for 10 years, and I was on point for 3 years, so I don't know, maybe that's why it comes so naturally for me. People all the time are like, how do you wear such high heels? And I'm like, I don't know, I just wear them. And I'm like, well, actually I have a lot of practice, okay? I do have a lot of practice. I have a lot of strength in my ankles. Yeah, I don't know. But just practice with a little heel, work your way up to a big heel. I promise it's like the most fun thing ever. And you can definitely wear tiny heels. Like kitten heels, casually, for everyday wear is just one of my favorite things. I love it. It just elevates an outfit so much. Well, girlies, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Oh my gosh, before I outro this video, holy cow, I forgot to tell you the main inspiration for this video. I think I found this book maybe 2 years ago, but it's a very famous girly book. It's called How to Walk in High Heels, A Girl's Guide to Everything by Camilla Morton. This is so fun. This is such a fun book. I mean, there's so many, I think I've seen a couple of iterations of the cover. There's different covers that you can get, but it's just so cute and so girly. I would highly recommend, if you're a girly girl, to get this book. I think I got this book for like $5. Camila is a Manolo Blahnik girly. She loves Manolos. She talks about them a lot. But this book is not just about high heels, it has everything. I'm pretty sure I've talked about this book on my channel before, but it's like a girl's guide to everything. How to walk in high heels, how to deal with bad hair days, how to be an art lover, how to have good manners, how to iron your blues away. Anyways, it's just so cute and just really fun, and it has excerpts from, you know, famous fashion people, famous supermodels. I'll try to link this book down below. How to Walk in High Heels, A Girl's Guide to Everything. So cute, I love it. Alright girlies, well that was it for today's video. I hope you really enjoyed this fun cutesy fashion video. I loved researching for this and just thinking about tricks that I use in my own life for high heels, and I love a good heel. So this was just a really fun video for me to make, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please, if you have any questions about how to walk in high heels, or if you need any tricks or tips, please leave them in the comments down below. I will most likely be able to help you because, again, I've been wearing heels my whole life. They're just so beautiful, and how could I not spend my money on all of them? It's been a while since I've filmed. I kind of took a little bit of a break off of YouTube, which was nice, but then I got sick. I was like, okay, I'm ready to film again, and then I got sick. So yeah, I'm kind of going through it a little bit. Also, I'm kind of trying to find a new job. I need to get a full-time job because my job that I have right now, I'm a substitute teacher and I love it, and it does actually pay very well, but I only get paid when I work. So I haven't actually gotten paid for the past like 4 months because it's been summer break. So I'm trying to get a full-time job. I just think it's time for me. I'm ready. So yeah, if you guys could just pray for me to help me get a full-time job, I would really appreciate it. I like shopping and I haven't been able to do any shopping because I have to be responsible with my money because I haven't gotten paid. So anyways, yes. That's pretty much it. Comment down below any types of videos you guys want to see. I have been thinking about filming a wardrobe clear out, so if that's something you want to see, please let me know. Any other ideas that you guys might have. But I love you girlies so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!